KOSPI, that's basically Korea version of the SP 500, just lost almost 10% in a single day. Not almost, actually exactly 9.99%. That's a 910 point drop in a one session. Opened the day at the 9,083, climbed to a high of the 9,175, then just collapsed. By the close, it was just sitting at the 8,203, which is the also low of the day. So the market literally closed at its worst point, no bounce back, nothing. Picture making it to the top of the mountain and sliding all the way to the bottom before lunch. They even had to trigger a circuit breaker, which means trading got shut off for 20 minutes because things moved too fast. This is the only 10th time that's ever happened in the Korean market story. 10th time ever. So yeah, this wasn't just a normal rate day, this was historic. Now, let's talk about why this even happened, because the backstory is wild. Korea's market had been on absolute tear all year, up something like 80 to 9%. That's not a typo, the index basically doubled in months thanks to the AI and the chip. Two companies, Samsung Electronics and the SK Hynix, make up over the half entire index. So when those stocks sneeze, the whole market catches cold. Today, they didn't sneeze, they got slammed, both dropping over the 12%. Why did this happen? A mix of stuffs, honestly. Foreign investors had been pulling billions out for the weeks straight. Add in some weakness on the Wall Street overnight with the Nasdaq dropping too. Throw in nerves about the valuations getting way too stretched after that crazy rally. And mix in bunch of retail investors who had been borrowing money to buy in. You get the perfect storm for a 910 point single day wipeout. Here's the crazy part though, retail investors in Korea actually bought the deep part. They poured on 8 trillion won while the foreigners and institutions were dumping their shares. So while the big money was running for the exits at the high of the 9,175, regular people were diving in the near low. That is either incredibly brave or incredibly risky, depends how you look at it. And honestly, this is the lesson hiding inside this whole crazy chart. Markets that go up fast come down fast too. That's how this works. If something doubles in a few months, don't be shocked when it keeps the backs to almost 1,000 points in a day. This is not the end of the Korea's economy either. Let's be real. The chip demand story, the AI story, that is still very much alive. SK Hynix chips are still sold out for the year. That part hasn't changed. One brutal red candle from the 9,175 down to 8,203 doesn't raise a real growth story overnight. But it is a reminder that leverage and hype can turn out against you fast. So if you're investing, this is your sign to actually understand what you own. Don't just chase the green candles because everyone on your feed is hype. Volatility like 10% single day move is the price of the admission for the big gains, always has been. The investors who stay calm during days like today are usually the ones who win the long term. So whether you are watching from Seoul or from your couch anywhere else in the world, take notes. This is the real market history looks like in real time.